Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube universe. Captain Obvious Gaming back here with another review, and today we decided to do a review on a product that I actually use day in and day out when I'm streaming on Twitch, that being the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. Now, before we jump into our official review and breakdown of this product, I'm going to always tell you, subscribe to the channel if you've yet to do so already. You can get our weekly videos, whether it be reviews, week in a glance, or just a general discussion. We always upload on a weekly basis and we appreciate your support, and liking the video also helps, so thank you for that. But if you also want to see us live on Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv/CaptainObviousGaming. We are streaming there on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But why don't we jump in? Why don't we see what this Stream Deck is all about? The Elgato Stream Deck Mini is the smallest Stream Deck that the Elgato store offers. They also feature a Stream Deck MK2 and a standard Stream Deck with 15 button layouts, or a Stream Deck XL with 32 buttons, though that does come with a $250 price tag. We wanted to start small. We went with the Mini, which is an $80 price tag. But don't let that 6-button limitation concern you whatsoever. This comes with so many tools to extend its capacity and usage beyond the 6 buttons that you see it face. Now, each Stream Deck does come with the need to download its software. This software comes with the program that allows you to edit the buttons and standard tools that you can add onto the buttons and utilize on your content creation, live streams, or even just creation suites like Adobe, Photoshop, and Illustrator. There's so much potential here. But there's also an extension store where you can download more tools that people have created, things that will allow you to set status alerts through Twitter, Facebook, with the click of a button just to update people, or widgets and tools that show you your CPU usage or temperatures or actual time. The potential to create and make whatever you want this tool and this device to be is there. It's all in front of you. It's endless, which is what makes this product so great. So why don't we just jump into it? What are our pros for the Stream Deck Mini? We're going to start with piggybacking off of what we were just saying about how customizable the Stream Deck actually is. You get to pick what button goes where, what it looks like, what it says, the images. There's stock images that you can use, or you can put a custom image in place of each button so you know what that represents. And the options of what a simple button can do is crazy. If you want to switch audio between your headset or your computer speakers, you can do that with the click of a button. You want to increase the volume? That too, up and down, just plus and minus sign. You can transition scenes while you're live on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is that you're using. It just works. You can just click a button, switch scenes. I personally use a button that tweets out every time I'm live. I just click it and a tweet goes out to the world to know that I'm live. And there is so much more to dig into. There's layers upon layers of features that you can add and that you can customize. It just never ends. Pro number 2 is going to be about the program that is utilized with your Stream Deck. This program is so easy to use. It's a simple download, install, and it's going to pull up a map of the buttons depending on how many buttons that you have on your actual device. From here, you click on a button that you want to edit. You can drag and drop or just add whatever it is you want to add to that button to make it work, to make it talk to your computer or program that you're using it for. There's a bottom section where you can edit text, font, imagery, all of that right there. It's so simple and it works instantaneously. As soon as you update something in the program, it's going to display and just work on your device right at your fingertips. And my final pro is how usable it is across whatever program and system you're using it for. If you're looking to use it for Streamlabs or OBS, it's going to work. YouTube, Twitch's program for their streaming tools, Adobe. There isn't a program that you can't find where you can put commands in here that aren't going to work with said program. It just works. And as I said in my previous review for the Backbone, when something just works, it makes me the happiest I can be. And that is absolutely the case here for the Stream Deck Mini. Now, there is a few cons that I did want to bring up with the Stream Deck Mini, as there is with any device or product that we use. It's fair to mention those as well, so we might as well start. My first con, and arguably it could be more of a me problem, is the actual size of the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. Now, it's called Mini for a reason. There is a 6-button limitation, and as I previously said, you can create multiple pages or folders to override that limitation. But for me, I wish I had all of the buttons on face, meaning I had more options. And that's a me problem, but the Mini is Mini. I'm telling you, if you're considering buying a Stream Deck, just take an extra minute and think about maybe upgrading to the 15-button Stream Deck MK2 or the standard Stream Deck, which also has 15 buttons, before pulling the trigger on a Mini thinking you're getting a deal. Our second con is actually in relation to the software that you have to use on your PC to set up your Stream Deck. Now, it works, and it's pretty responsive for the most part, but sometimes it does feel clunky. There really is no guide, no tutorial, and some of the extensions that I downloaded that were created by third parties and were available for download don't even work. So I don't know if they're not checking those or any way validating them, but it can be frustrating when you download an extension, you follow the steps, and you think you've got this great new button that you're going to be able to use, and it just doesn't work. Or I've had cases where I set up buttons that are working perfectly fine, and then after a week or so, they just stop working. I have to go back in and reset them up or redial it in, which is kind of frustrating. Now, my final con is actually going to be price in comparison to the amount of buttons that you get for your device. There are multiple Stream Decks, as we've previously stated. Now, the Stream Deck Mini comes in at $80. With 6 buttons, that's about $11 per button that you have available. The next size up, you have 2 models that have 15 buttons at $150. That's going to give you a $10 per button value, right? And then lastly, the largest Stream Deck from Elgato is the Stream Deck XL with 32 buttons at $250, coming in at about $8 per button. So obviously, you get the better value with the larger size product. That's no surprise. That's a marketing thing. Companies all around the world do that. I respect it and I understand it. But it does leave a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth after buying the Mini, realizing that maybe I didn't get the best value for my dollar. So think about all of that before you're pulling the trigger on a Stream Deck in regards to which size you should be going for. And that is our complete dissection of the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. As we stated, we really love the customization on this product, from the button layout to how it communicates with your programs, whether you're doing live streaming or content creation, or you're just doing digital art and creation on your computer. Or if you're broadcasting to social media, just setting up statuses and tweets or whatever. This thing works. It just sets itself up. And no matter how you're using it, why you're using it, or what you're using it for, it's going to make your life easier. I promise you that. It has a great program, simple install, click feature to set up. Though this program, as we said, can be clunky at times, and the extensions through the extension stores at times don't work. Now, that could be a user error, I will admit that, but I've noticed a pattern for a few items on there which threw up a little bit of a red flag. And sometimes your buttons just stop working. It's a simple go in and set it right back up, or just fix one aspect, but it's still annoying when it happens. And lastly, it's the Mini, so you have to bring up the amount of value for the size that you're getting. We did point out that the Mini is actually a lesser value compared to that of the larger sizes. So if you're going to pull the trigger on a Stream Deck, make sure you're happy with the size you're getting. It's something you're going to want to settle with for long term. We're already talking about upgrading on our channel all the time because it is small. It's a great little product. It gave me a taste of what can come, but I need more. And that's what we're going to get. And if we do upgrade, we might do a review on the larger size. So stay tuned for that. But as far as where we rank this product, I do think the Elgato Stream Deck Mini is a should buy. It's not a must buy like the Backbone in our last review. If you have an iPhone, go check that out. We have that product. It's a must buy. It's an amazing product, but it's still a should buy here for the Elgato Stream Deck Mini. You should buy it. It's going to increase the value of content that you're creating. It's going to make your life easier, and it's going to make you happy as a consumer. So you should definitely buy it. But that's going to be it for us. That's our review of the Stream Deck Mini. I hope you like what you found. I hope you learned something new about this product. If you did, hit us with a like. Hit us with a subscribe as well. We're going to be doing reviews here all the time. We're going to be doing discussions and weeks in a glance. We do all of it. with weekly videos here on our YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to us, that's a great way to support us. But other than that, thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. We appreciate all your support, your viewership, day in and day out. It's amazing. And we will catch you next week.